All right, so this episode is gonna be called "The Scammer Client." Basically, I'm gonna take a scenario where somebody doesn't the only someone who pays me to help them make money online, like through Shopify, and they're a scammer though. Like they have money because they scam somebody, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I just made 500K, and I'm trying to make more money." And I'm trying to hide the fact that somebody scammed me, that I scammed somebody for the money. But I know you're good, and I know you help legitimate businesses. But I'm a scammer, and I have money. Could you help me? So this is the scenario. Like, would I take this guy? No, I wouldn't, because I'm just saying if I did, why I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't do it, and the consequences of if I did it, and if I didn't do it. So let's just say I did accept this dude because he could easily pay me 100K to help him out, right? So let's just say he paid me 100K to help him out, and I made him, he paid me 100K and I made him 5 million, and he started with 500K, and I made him 5 million. I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't do that. For one, the fact that he's a scammer, the business model that's needed for him to make that amount is trust. Like, I have to trust him. I have to trust him to give me the login information. I have to trust him to log into the account and set up this and the banking and make sure his banking is good and this and this and this. But he's a scammer. Like, how can I even accept you if you're a scammer? How do I trust you to go in like, yeah, I'm wasting. You're wasting my time. Even if you pay me 100K, I still have 20 or 30 other people willing to pay me 50K. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that you're a scammer is costing you money. That's why I talk about the casino and the snowball effect. Like, if you're a scammer and you make 100K, now you got to do that shit again. You're not even on file. Now you have to wash the money. So you're fucked. But then you take somebody who's legitimate and they say, "Oh, I make like 80K at my job and I saved up 60K." And they're like, "Yeah, I can pay you 25K. Can you help me?" I'm like, "Yeah." I set up his shit. He gives me like, let's say he gives me 10,000 in ad spend. He's like, "Yeah, I'll pay you 25K, but I only have like 10,000 for Facebook and Google." I'm like, "Okay." So we take so he gave us 10,000, right? So he gave us 25K. He gave us 10,000 for ad spend. So that 10,000 the first month, or even the first week, it comes back to 12,000. It's like, okay, he was like, "Yeah, okay, I made $2,000. Then the second week, it goes up to 36,000. So we're like, "Oh, we got you 300%. Now he's at 36,000. So now he's rolling. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm good now." So then we measure him. "Oh yeah, it's going up. We hit 30% this week again." And it's like, that's another what? He's still putting in 10K. So just because he's making money, he's not increasing his ad spend. He's keeping it at 10K. So like, let's just keep it at 10K and just play with the percentages. Meaning he's saying he's keeping his 10K at 10K because we're telling him, "Oh, we can help you with 30, 40% per campaign." So he's saying, okay, 10% of 10K is 3,000 the first week. And then he's like, "Okay, we made 80%. Oh, that's another 8K. Oh, we went down to 40%. Okay, that's another 4K. Oh, we went up 400%. He's like, "Okay, well, that's another 40K. Now we're averaging 100%. So we're going down to 70, then 120, then 300, then back down to 50. So now we have an average because we snowballed. So he's like, okay, now we're making 40K now a month. But he was just making 80K a month at his job. 80K a year at his job. Now he's making 40K a month from his 10K investment that started at 30%. So he started at 30% of 10,000, which was 3,000. Now he's at 100%, right? Over time, he went to 40K, which was 400%. But over time, it averaged out to 100K from 10K. But that's from 10K. So now that he's at 100%, he can put in 20K. Now he's at 40K from 20K because he's at 100%. He's not at 30% anymore. That's why we use the 30, because if somebody say 30% is not enough, but now another person didn't say that and they started at 10K and they said, okay, that 30% was 13,000. They could have stopped there and be like, no, I don't want it anymore. But now he's at 40K a month because he waited. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's a different mindset. Like a casino mindset would be like, oh, that's not enough. But they didn't wait it out because they didn't understand the reciprocity. They didn't understand the effect. They were thinking too fast. And that's the cost. That costs money. That it costs you money to be wrong. It costs you money to be wrong. Yeah, it costs you money to be wrong. That's why, going back to the scammer, right? He's a scammer. He's more than likely he's not going to think that way because he doesn't understand reciprocity. He's used to getting something for nothing. Because that's really what a scammer does. He's getting something for nothing. So that's why I would never work with a scammer, because he's not working for anything. He's not used to working for it. And plus the risk. You know what I'm saying? That's high risk. You just can't do it. It'll cost you in the long run. It'll cost me in the long run if I was to work with a scammer. It's not worth it. I had to put that in the perspective because that was on my brain, because I know when you, in this era, if you have that, it's likely you will work with someone who's a scammer, because scammers are really making money. I'll be looking online. There's guys scamming for $300 of millions and hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm like, wow, how the fuck do you even do that? I'm like, that's like a bank robbery. My thing is, with technology, how the fuck would they even get away with that shit? Crypto, I guess you can put that shit in Tether or some shit. I guess that's why Tether had a sketchy past, but Tether is a genius. Stable coin is a fucking genius idea. To me, the beauty of crypto is the stable coin. A lot of people talk about NFTs and all this shit and all these to the moon, Dogecoin and all this, but nobody talks about a crypto that just stays the same price. Now that's what's amazing to me. It's like under the mattress effect. It's it's literally it's somewhere you can put your money and it just stays the same. It's, you just get it, you transfer it back to Bitcoin, and then you transfer it back to money. But I ain't gonna say money because it's still money. I'm just saying usable money, because you can't really pay for Tether. I can't buy groceries with Tether. So the bridge is the risk. The ability to turn it back into how can I buy food with it? That's the risk. Because the bridge can be torn down. Even the ATMs now, I forgot, this is John Williams. His channel is good. I like his channel because he talks about like everything, like high bread prices, like real estate in the US and like high rent in certain areas. Like, so that's what I focus on. I focus on like global shit. So yeah, back to the ATM. So that's another fascinating thing to me. It's like crypto ATMs. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the power is. The power is in the ability to turn the crypto into cash. That's why it's so hard to do. That's why it's so hard to do. Like, you can't go to a gas station and be like, hey, I got 10 million in fucking crypto. And then just beep, and then 10 million come out. Like, you know what I'm saying? But crypto is amazing though. It's real. The benefits of it is real, but the volatility is scary. That's the thing. And that volatility is not even just like the stock price. It's the technology that's volatile. Like, they could come out tomorrow and be like, Bitcoin ATMs banned. And it was like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen some Bitcoin ATMs. I've used them. And some of them are like weird as fuck. They're weird. I wanna do a separate episode about the Bitcoin ATMs. But I seen some weird Bitcoin ATMs. But back to the topic. So scammers, why wouldn't I work with a scammer? Because a scammer in a Shopify shop, or even just an owner in general, I like to say Shopify so that I can put it in perspective, because that's my profession. But you're still a store owner. Shopify is just a platform. It's just a keyword name of the platform that you're using. But it's a very powerful one, like very powerful. So the ease of you just logging into an account that has millions of dollars linked to another bank account. Why the fuck would I work with a scammer with that amount of power? And they can hire developers or whatever. He already has the power of being a scammer. So I'm pretty sure he knows things that I don't know into something that's legitimate as a Shopify shop. Why would I even bring you into that scenario? It just wouldn't be a smart move. It's just stupid. It's idiotic. Now I got to bring you into my process around my team. And then I'm presenting my team a scammer. And now I'm giving a scammer all of this information. No. It's just a terrible idea. Even if they got the money, it's bad. As I said, all money is not good. It's not good money. Yeah, all money can be used, but it's not good in certain scenarios, because you're losing money with making that type of money. You're gonna lose in the long run, because it's your trust. You know what I'm saying? The people you can build around you with that. You see what I'm saying? Like, because even if you got the money, I think it was Kanye West when he said, it's the people around you that make you more money if you got money. So if you're a scammer, what skill do you have that you can build a certain amount of people, valuable people around you? You can only guide them in what you already know if you have the money, because they probably have money too. So you're just discussing them a new way or something. But if you're a scammer, what the fuck you gonna discuss? I need some hackers for this bank. What you think they're gonna be like? Okay, they're gonna be like, no, I don't know, I don't do that shit.